Howdy, howdy, howdy. What is going on, y'all? So, today is Thursday, I think. Yep, I think. But today, we have the front side of our body today, right? Chest, biceps, quads, and abs. Probably won't do adductors because my adductors are still slightly sore. I don't know what it was, but from that, I think I worked out Monday, I think it was. My adductors just got crushed, and I'm not exactly sure. Like, I didn't do anything crazy different. I think I did more reps though or something that day, the same weight and everything. But like, my adductors were just killing me the past couple days. Like, I wasn't training hamstrings because of it, because it like moved slightly down towards my hamstrings, and I was like, wow, like my legs are just sore. So today will only be a quad focus day, but it could have been also from the squats today, which is what I probably will do today. Maybe leg extensions, maybe both, maybe some squats and leg extensions. We'll kind of just see what's going to go on in the business today. But, yeah, nothing really much more. No crazy updates or anything, but me and my fiance are moving out in like 2 weeks. Super hyped about that. So in about 2 weeks, you're going to see a whole new gym environment. We've been at this gym, but not for... We went there probably 3 weeks ago, but that'll be the permanent gym. But I was going to it like a couple of months ago, 3 months ago, every day, and then down to the gym I'm at now, 3 days a week and stuff. So, can you believe these gas prices? Though right now in Indiana, it is $3.69 for a gallon. That's crazy to me. Like, I remember when they were up to $4.50, just outrageously expensive. It's crazy how everything's so expensive nowadays, guys. Like, that's why you gotta work hard, man. Especially nowadays. I'm happy that like a lot of people in my family, like the older people, they think I'm a harder worker, and they know that. And I'm happy I don't have to hear the old generation of like, oh, you don't work hard. This generation doesn't work hard. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm happy I don't really have to hear that. I haven't really heard that from anybody. I have heard that the older generation is tougher. Like when you talk to an OG NBA fan, it's like, oh, all these NBA players flop and get injured all the time, which is definitely true. But I'm not going to get into the NBA discussion, but, whatever you may say, all I say is just try your hardest and have fun. Have fun getting in the work and having fun accomplishing and progressing in the things that you want to genuinely progress in. Because there's one thing that I definitely did not learn as a kid, which was, like, obviously I knew it, but I didn't really want to act on it. Like, I hated school, but my parents always pushed me in school. But like, it's super weird how like I had to learn how to push myself in the things I liked. Like, it was basketball and now lifting and stuff. Like, you need to also learn how to be able to be like pushed in the things that you love too. Like, it's easier, but like, you're gonna have days where like the gym. I love the gym so much. It's the thing I go to get all my stress out. It's the thing I go to get away. It's the thing I go to progress and get healthier in life and get stronger, better physique and everything. There's so many benefits to it. But then there's some days where it's like, it's harder. It's harder to start. And for me personally, I'm lucky in that aspect. Like, that's pretty rare for me. But there's certain days where I'm like a 50-50 where I'm like, man, I don't really want to go. Most days I'm like a 95%, like 95, I'm ready to go. 5% is like, okay, let me wait a second longer. But I'm never like really like, oh, I never really want to go. But you're gonna have those days where it's a lot harder getting up and doing it. But, and I'm not gonna tell you the cliche thing is that's when you grow the most, because the more motivated you are during a workout, the probably better you're gonna do. So your strength is probably gonna be higher and you're gonna try harder and stuff. But mentally, you get more disciplined with it. And the more disciplined with you get, it's a lot easier starting. And I think that's why I barely run into the whole situations of not wanting to do it a whole lot, because that translates to outside things. Like if it's like small things, like dishes in your room, or laundry or something. Maybe before you had discipline, you kind of let that stuff pile up or topple on each other. But then it's like you get started with it, and then it feels good getting it done, or it feels good while you're doing it. Like, I remember when me and my girl, she was packing stuff up for our apartment, and I was just cleaning the room, like getting dishes done, doing laundry and stuff, helping her. And I had fun doing that. And that's super weird. Like, I know that's just from maturing and getting older and stuff. Like, I'm about to turn 21 here soon. But, like, even 21-year-olds, they don't like cleaning and shit. I do. I like seeing the progression of organization and everything. That's just the type of guy I am. And I think you grow into that sort of. Because I can never understand how people are hoarders and they just let their house just, you know. Like, I remember being in some people's houses, and I'm not judging them for it, but I feel bad maybe stepping over their stuff, or like I'm walking into stuff, and it's like, how do you guys not feel so chaotic about this? Like, and it feels good when you're cleaning stuff. You're stuck to one task and one task only. So you can kind of zone out and do it real quick, and then guess what? 30 minutes later, your room looks significantly better. Same thing with the gym. Take 25 minutes out of your day to do push-ups, squats, crunches, a little run, a little bike or something. Like something small, something that doesn't look like it's going to be a lot on paper, but in the end, after a couple of years of doing it, your physique is going to transform. Your mind is going to transform with that. I am not the same person who I was when I first started the gym compared to who I am now. And if I was, I'm not doing something right, whether that be because I look the same or I act the same. As you get more disciplined, you become a better person. Sometimes you become more narcissistic, because I remember that did happen to me. I've talked about this previously in my old days, probably like a few months ago. I kind of stopped talking about it a bit more because I wanted to have these kind of shortened down, but I'm going to yap a little bit this one. But I remember when I was in the gym, like 2 years into the gym. I'm about 4.5 years into the gym now, seriously. And I remember when I was like halfway in the gym, I got good progress. Like when I was 17, like about to turn 18, like a month right before, or like a few weeks before I was about to turn 18, I looked so good. I was aesthetic. Like if you guys go back on my Instagram profile, it's the one caption that says 17 years of age. That's when I was my most narcissistic in my life. And I think that's partially just because I was a teenager as well. Teenager guys, very narcissistic people. That's very true. Like very just self-centered people a lot of times, I feel like. But I remember just like, I don't even know exactly. It was just I was so worried about my problems. I wasn't worried about anybody else's. And I think a lot of that just came from over-obsession with the gym. Like, I think you should be obsessed with getting better, but there should be a fine line of balance between all things. Because I was the type of guy, like, if my schedule got a little messed up, it would destroy my day. And I still struggle with it a little bit, like, where I'm like, dang, it, like, kind of throws me off. But after, like, a minute of, like, thinking about it or just, like, calming down, I'm right back into my day as usual. And I can be like, okay, you know. But I just remembered, man, like, just being a worse person, definitely. And I'm happy I'm not that guy anymore. Like, I've talked to my fiance about it, and she says I've grown so much as a person. That just makes me so happy that other people think that, too. You know, because it's always good getting that outside approval sometimes. I don't think that's what you should live off of or thrive off of. But, you know, a compliment or something can go a long ways. That's for sure. But with that being said, y'all, I'm not going to keep yapping much more. I've been yapping for almost 10 minutes now. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the gym. All right, y'all. This is probably one of the hardest sets ever of my life just because the last rep on this was the longest rep. I think it was a 13-second rep. But whole point of this exercise is we're going to be focusing on the upper chest and making sure we're keeping our elbows rather tucked rather than flared out. But just keep your back a little bit arched, less than what you would do on a flat bench, because we don't want to turn this into a flat bench movement. But just train to failure. This is what true failure looks like. Here in a minute, you'll see it. Now we're going to be focusing on that middle chest afterwards. And we're going to be trying to touch the elbows together. You can cross the hands over if you want, or you can just meet your hands in the middle, whatever you think is more comfortable and better for your contraction. Either way, I think personally it's good. Just keep your chest up high. And yeah, just train to failure, y'all. One set. Moving along now, we only have one set of another middle lower chest movement right here. Same thing as we're just going to be exploding on the way up, trying to touch those elbows once again to each other. That's the best way to always just get your chest working. If you want to have your elbows out, like in front of you, and then try to close them in together, that's what you want to feel during your chest movements. Moving along now to the arms, we're going to be focusing on hammer curls here first to focus on brachialis and biceps. It's going to mainly focus on more brachialis, but you're hitting a lot of bicep contraction as well. And we're just going to be training heavy and hard once again for 2 sets. Okay. Moving along now we just have a main bicep exercise right here for 1 set. And we're really just going to be squeezing at the top, getting a deep stretch at the bottom, because the stretch is where a lot of the building muscle is. And, you know, the squeeze is more for obviously building muscle, but also more for the pump. But we're just going to be training heavy and hard, and then we're going to be bending over after we can't do normal reps, and we're really just going to be banging it out till failure. Now moving along to the lower half of our body, we have these partial squats. So we're going to be going as far down possible and going back up about 1/4 of the way. And then you're going to be doing 5 of those partial reps and then 1 full rep, and that is 1 rep. So try to get to 5 of those. So you're going to mainly be doing like 25 partial reps. But this is just going to keep constant tension on those quads. And it's just a great movement if you're recovering from any type of ankle injuries or anything like that, in my opinion. Okay. Now, fully isolating the quads, because that last exercise focused a little bit on glutes. We're going to be doing one leg extension for one all-out set, unilaterally, so one at a time. This just allows you to get more strength on each of those quads if you have maxed out the machine, which I have done, and I have done a lot of other machines. So, just train to failure, y'all. Bang out 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, and after we can't really do any more single leg ones, we're going to just up the weight, and then we're going to just bang out both legs till absolute failure. So this is really going to burn out those legs, guys. Give you those mommy watermelon crushing thighs. We're done. We're out of there. Oh my gosh. And I've never felt more like in a long while. I don't know what's going on. I think it was the ab training today, because I really haven't trained abs super hard in a while. Like, I train them hard, but it's usually only for 1 set. Today I did it for 2 sets. Technically like 2.5, because so I did ab crunches at the end on the cable. And then I did, cable crunches, and then I did a weighted plank, which I haven't done in a while, but they're really good for your, like, for one, they're good for your core strength. You're going to develop some abs, too, from it. Not better than, like, crunches or whatnot. But, and 2, they work on stabilizing muscles, and, like I said, they give you core strength, and a lot of core strength has to do with back pain and whatnot, and that's one thing I definitely suffered from. So if you suffer from like lower back pain and stuff like that, well, stretch, right? Stretching is one of the most important things. Get your body moving, and then do some stabilizing like ab work. So like holding planks for a while. If you could do weighted, that's even better, but if you can only do body weight, do those, right? At least for 20 seconds. So just do that, and it's gonna help you with a lot of lower back pain. But overall, man, I mean, I'm tired. I'm very, very tired, but it was a great workout today regardless. I think I got a PR on my incline dumbbell bench. I needed to get 8, and I think I got 9 or 8.5 at least. So I know I got some sort of PR. I'm not sure if it was a full rep or half a rep, but I'm gonna count it either way. But I think it was a full rep, so I'm very happy about that, if that is actually the case. But for me now, nothing else really to do, man, except work and fill up my gas tank firstly. I'm almost on E. Luckily, I only have like a 5-mile drive till I get to the gas station. Probably got another 25 miles with my car before it goes. So yeah, man, I mean, overall, you guys seen the work today, and that's what you guys see every time you see me working out. You don't see me really half-assing nothing. That's like boring. Like my deload day, that was like one of the most boring workouts I've had in a while, because it's like I can't go to failure. And like, I think personally how you train is how you are as a person in real life and how you deal with stuff, right? And a really aggressive working out person probably is an aggressive person overall. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes the most aggressive working out people, usually the nicest people, but like I said, it's how you deal with your issues, right? If you're an aggressive person during the gym, you probably deal with it with some type of aggression, right? Like, just like, if you guys watch the movie Magazine Dreams, Killian Maddox, I think that was the main guy. I forget the actor. He's a great actor. Jonathan Majors, I think. But he was a very deranged person. You guys should watch that movie if you're into the gym, and especially in the bodybuilding. Watch that movie. Very tragic, though, so don't watch it more than once. I'm not ever probably going to watch that movie again. Just one of those movies that you watch once. But, what was I going to say? But like his like deranged mindset, he was always super aggressive and crazy, and that's how he trained in the gym. Someone like me, no, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but I try to at least keep my form intact while I'm doing it, try to keep the best form possible, and then I'm aggressive. Same thing with it. It's like in real life. It's like I'm trying to make sure I'm like calculating and like making sure I'm thinking about my issues before just going all out on them, you know? So, and then there's some people who just half-ass things, you know? And they might be, like I said, the opposite, where they don't half-ass things, but a lot of times, people who half-ass their problems in real life, half-ass their workouts in the gym. Just from who I've known personally. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, we're gonna get out of here. You know, we're just gonna sit down for a second and just relax. I need that today. I need that right now. It's just quietness. So, with that being said, guys, I got all these pimples and moles and stuff. I gotta get this figured out. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.